Well, my first experience was I got a job from a relative in 1980 to work part-time in the warehouse before college.
1985, I actually worked for a local competitor of Arlington, and we were friendly competitors, and we bought from each other, and we also sometimes did some buy-ins together and would split the products and large opportunities there. And so I knew some of the early on people in Arlington, Al Carroll being one of them.
What's interesting is it was the year 2000, and I know that sounds like the Conan O'Brien show, but this is a true story. I actually had my own business. I was a reseller, and I knew about Arlington. I don't remember who referred me to you guys, but my very first supplier that I opened an account with was Arlington. And it's weird being on this side of the spectrum now, being the AE who people call in, because it used to be me calling in to get prices.
I was actually a dealer of Carolina Wholesales back in the late 80s and early 90s, and Carolina was a great vendor of mine, and left for China for 3 years. And when I came back, I needed a job, and Mr. Honeycutt was kind enough to hire me.
So I met my husband in 2005, and in 2006, he was looking for a job. So my husband, Sam, got a job in 2006 while I was working at Microsoft. I was at Microsoft working in the briefing, as a briefing coordinator in the Technology Center in Reston. And then my husband called me. He said, hey, there's a position opening up that's quasi-sales / customer service. I told them about you. I think you should come talk to somebody. So, of course, I was like, I'm at Microsoft. Why would I go anywhere else? So, but I did. I went and I talked, and, I met Paul. I met Eddie Edelstein, and Dave Whelan, all the guys that kind of like owned Digitek back in the day. And within a week, I had put in my notice at Microsoft and came over to Digitek to work.
Okay, it would have been July of 1989. My second or third day on the job, I started with MBM NAMDA. So they were moving down to Charleston, South Carolina, and they said, well, we've got this show down in New Orleans. Why don't you come? That'll be your first day. So I think it was a very brief visit. I just kind of remember Larry Honeycutt coming into the booth, friendly, and of course I was brand new with the company, had no idea about anything, so pretty much everybody was the same. And so then when I came back home to start work, I did realize that Carolina Wholesale was in my one of my top 5 dealers. So I kind of learned that from the first week, and I gave it some thought, and thinking about all the dealers that I've worked with over the years that have come and gone, and I would say you're the only dealer in the top 5 in 1989 that has stayed on the top 5 presidential list of for Dan.